In every relationship, physical intimacy plays a meaningful role, not just for pleasure, but for emotional bonding, confidence, and overall connection. And while women may not always talk about it openly, the absence of sexual intimacy can create visible shifts in their behavior, emotions, and the way they show up in the relationship. Here are key things that often change in a woman when she's not getting sex. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like to the channel, and hit the bell for more videos. She becomes emotionally distant. Physical intimacy often strengthens emotional closeness. When that intimacy disappears, she may subconsciously pull away, not out of anger, but because the bond feels weaker. She starts overthinking everything without intimacy. She begins questioning the relationship. Is he losing interest? Is he seeing someone else? Is it something I did? Her mind fills the silence with worst-case scenarios. She becomes more irritable. Sex releases tension and boosts mood. Without it, stress builds, and she may become more impatient, snappy, or easily annoyed, even if she can't explain why. Her confidence takes a hit. Women often connect sexual intimacy with feeling desired. When that disappears, she may start doubting her attractiveness or worth. She withdraws affection. It's not always intentional, but when sexual intimacy is lacking, she may stop initiating cuddles, kisses, or physical touch because she doesn't want to feel rejected again. She puts her energy somewhere else. If she's not getting intimacy from the relationship, she may pour that energy into work, hobbies, or friendships, sometimes as a coping mechanism. She loses interest in the relationship. Physical intimacy helps keep passion alive. Without it, the relationship begins to feel more like a friendship or roommate situation. She stops communicating emotionally. Intimacy and communication go hand in hand. When one fades, the other often follows. She may become more closed off or guarded. She may become insecure about your feelings. She wonders why the physical connection has stopped. It makes her second guess your attraction, your loyalty, and even your long-term intentions. She starts feeling lonely, even in the same house. A lack of physical intimacy creates an emotional gap. She may feel disconnected even if you're sitting right next to her. Her stress levels increase. Sex reduces stress. Without it, her body might stay in tension mode, leading to mood swings, anxiety, and restlessness. She becomes less motivated to invest in the relationship. Intimacy encourages effort. Without it, she may think, what's the point of trying when the connection is gone? She starts comparing the relationship to others, not out of jealousy, but because she's trying to understand what's missing and why. She feels unappreciated. Intimacy makes her feel chosen. Without it, she may feel invisible or overlooked. She may begin to emotionally detach. This is usually the final stage. When a woman feels unwanted for too long, she starts creating emotional distance for her own protection. She feels less. Feminine sex often reinforces her sense of femininity. Without it, she may feel less attractive or less womanly. She becomes more guarded. With her body, when intimacy stops, she may start covering up more, avoiding being naked around you, or feeling uncomfortable with vulnerability. She may develop sleep issues. Sex helps release hormones that improve sleep. Without those calming chemicals, she may struggle with restlessness or insomnia. She stops flirting. Flirting requires energy, confidence, and reciprocity. Without intimacy, she may stop trying to be playful or seductive. She starts feeling resentful. Not getting sex can slowly build resentment, especially if she feels rejected or ignored. She becomes hyper-aware of your behavior. She starts analyzing everything you do, looking for clues about why intimacy has disappeared. She may pull back from future plans. When intimacy fades, the future becomes uncertain. She might stop talking about vacations, marriage, or long-term goals. She experiences more mood swings. Sex stabilizes mood by releasing feel-good hormones. The absence of those hormones can lead to emotional ups and downs. She feels emotionally unsatisfied. Even if communication is good, the lack of physical contact leaves a void that emotional support alone can't fill. She may become more independent, not out of strength, out of necessity. She begins to rely less on you emotionally and physically. She becomes less physically adventurous. Women who feel desired often become more open and expressive. Without intimacy, that spark dies down. She may avoid conflict. Some women stop arguing, not because things are better, but because they feel disconnected and no longer invested. She starts questioning her sexuality or desirability. She may wonder if she is the problem, which can create deep internal insecurity. She may seek validation elsewhere, not necessarily cheating, but compliments, attention, or emotional support become more tempting when she feels unseen. She starts feeling emotionally lonely. Even if you live together, she may feel like she's in the relationship alone, because intimacy is a major emotional connector for women. She becomes easily irritated. Lack of sexual release can make her more reactive to small problems, leading to tension or arguments. She feels disconnected from her femininity. Sex helps her feel sensual and confident. Without it, she may feel dull, invisible, or less vibrant. She stops initiating. Touch physical affection like hugs, cuddles, or back rubs may disappear because she expects rejection. She starts comparing the past to the present. She begins remembering how passionate things used to be, which can make her feel even more disappointed in the current situation. She may turn to fantasy. Instead, if real intimacy is gone, she might escape into movies, books, or daydreams, where she feels desired. Her confidence drops. A woman who feels sexually unwanted often loses confidence in other areas of her life too. She doubts your attraction to her. Even if it isn't true, she may assume you no longer find her sexy or appealing. She withdraws emotionally. When physical intimacy fades, emotional intimacy often collapses with it. She spends more time outside the relationship. New hobbies, longer hours at work, or more time with friends can be signs she's filling a void. She stops dressing up for you. Looking good requires motivation and desire. If she doesn't feel wanted, the effort fades. She overthinks everything. Every comment, every change in your tone, every gesture becomes something she analyzes deeply because she feels insecure. She becomes more private. She stops sharing feelings, secrets, desires, or even daily frustrations because she no longer feels deeply bonded. She feels emotionally unsafe. Sex helps build trust. Without it, she may feel unsure about where she stands in the relationship. She begins to mentally detach from the relationship. The biggest sign, she prepares herself emotionally to live without you, just in case the intimacy never returns. Her love language shifts. A woman who once loved physical touch may stop craving it because she no longer associates it with comfort or joy. Conclusion: every woman is different, but intimacy matters. Not getting sex isn't just about losing physical pleasure. It affects her confidence, emotional security, and the overall health of the relationship. If intimacy fades, communication is essential. Understanding what she's feeling can prevent emotional disconnect and bring the relationship back to life.